Hey Jerome, brother. This is Rudy. I just want to thank you for taking the time to listen to the podcast, and thanks for taking your time to reach out and give me a word of feedback and encouragement, man. I really appreciate it, and anything I can do to help your channel, help share to my community, I will do the same and reciprocate that. Yeah, definitely, man. Just feeling the fear and just taking action. Action overcomes fear, uncertainty, and doubt. And, just in my business in general, like lately, man, I have an offline business and I've been working in the digital marketing space and I do my music. So that's kind of like my three pillars. And it's just amazing to see the growth just in almost a year. It'll be a year next month that I left corporate America. So just to look at the growth and the evolution, I'm just excited about what's, in the future. So, yeah, man, just thanks for reaching out and
Introducing the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms, including Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Anchor.fm, and many more. The Open Palm Podcast, where the host engages his listeners with inspirational messages, motivating themes, and thought-provoking ideas. Topics include: make more mistakes, how much is your value, don't get right, get going, learning to let go, excellence is a habit, and more. Binge listen today. Subscribe today. It's getting excellent ratings. That's the Open Palm Podcast, hosted by Jerome Shaw. You can also find it on YouTube. Make sure you share it with your social networks and connect on Twitter and Instagram at Jerome Shaw. That's the Open Palm Podcast with Jerome Shaw. Available today on your favorite podcasting platforms. Go listen, download, and subscribe now.
Do what is difficult while it is easy. Do what is difficult when it is easy. What does this quote mean to you? I'll let you know what it meant to me when I read this quote by Lao Tzu, who is fast becoming one of my favorite authors and just favorite philosophers when it comes to these wonderful quotations. We must do what is difficult while it is easy. My gosh. If ever a quote has spoken to me, there are many times in life when we don't realize that life is passing us by, that time is slowly drifting away, and we really don't notice how much or how often we are spending time doing things that aren't really serving us. There is a quote that says that time you enjoy wasting was not wasted. And I believe there is some truth to that. But I also believed that if we are not changing the life to one that we want, we are choosing the life that we have. What you are not changing, you are choosing. We all make choices, but in the end, our choices make us. There is a saying that you do not determine your destiny. You determine your habits, and your habits determine your destiny. So what are you doing in those down times, right? Those quote-unquote down times, those down periods where you don't really have to do much. You just got home from work and you're like I was, every day coming from work, you're exhausted, right? You've spent all your energy. You've just been writing checks all day. Energy checkbook. You've been writing them out and just cashing in your energy checks. And now you're all spent. You've got nothing else left and you just want to relax. You just want to pop in a Redbox movie or watch Netflix and chill, right? Or play video games, right? Whatever it is, whatever activities or hobbies that you have after getting home from work, that's all you want to do. You don't want to do much of anything else, right? If you were like me, coming home from work, that's your downtime. That's the time you get to enjoy life, right? And it's just so interesting. It's just so ironic. And it's comedy for me now looking back that I thought when I came home from work, I finally was able to enjoy my life. Whew. I just got to take a moment to appreciate this. You know? Putting off our enjoyment till later. So in our downtimes, enjoying life, spending time doing things that make us happy, right? Things that make it all worth it. Things that we get to continue to enjoy for the price that we pay with our time, with the energy that we give away every day to a job or things that we don't necessarily enjoy doing, but we do them because they are necessary at the moment for us. At the time we think, this is all I have, this is what I have to do to maintain, right? Well, in those downtimes, may we ever realize or understand that those are the times that we must work for our future. For the times that we are at the job, we're working just to maintain what we have. But the times that we are not at the job, we can work on ourselves. We can work towards a brighter future. We can work so that we never have to work again another day of our lives. What are you doing with the downtime? For it is what you do in your downtime that is determining your destiny. It's determining your destination. If you aren't planning, or if you are rather failing to plan, they say that you are planning to fail. For if you do not know where you are going, you may end up where you're headed. I'm sure that you have heard, my friend, that unless you have a plan for yourself, your own life, you will inevitably fall into the plan of someone else. And what they have planned for you is not as ambitious or as magnificent as your own plan for yourself could be. They don't have your best interests at heart. So I pray that you do not fall into the plan of someone else. I pray that your downtime is used to direct you towards the destination of your destiny, the life that you want to live, the life that you've been telling yourself you deserve, the life that is more fulfilling for you than just sitting around, the life that you'll enjoy can be the life you live today. I believe that we fool ourselves into thinking that the life that we want, the life that we deeply desire, is meant for others and not for us. I believe that often we fool ourselves, because I have fooled myself into believing that the life that I wanted to live was only meant for other people, that it wasn't meant for me. But now I understand that it is not for the chosen few. That life is for the few who choose. Because I now live by the 80-20. I believe that there are 80% of people who are living their life at 20%. And there are 20% of people who get to enjoy the 80% of the life that the 80% of people wish they could have and enjoy. So really, what are you doing in your downtime? And is it shaping the life that you want? Is your future self thanking you, or are they dreading the impending future? Is your future self shaking their head at your current present day decisions? Is your future self crying? Is your future self kneeling down, praying, asking for, forgiveness? Is your future self wishing that your past self had made better decisions with the downtime? Is your future self wishing that you treated the moments that were easy, the moments in your life that were easy, or should I say easier, because I know that it's all relative, right? There are people who feel like they've got it easier than others. We all go through our own struggles, and it is very relative to each of us. We could be in competition all day long with the reasons that we have that we can't do something. But the truth is, there's always someone else who was dealt a worse hand than you, and they turned it into a winning hand. They were able to get their chips on the table by either bluffing or using the hand that they were dealt to their advantage. So even if you were dealt a bad hand, even if you right now feel that the cards are stacked against you, that they are not in your favor, my friend, what are you doing in your downtime? And I ask you this because this is what I had to ask myself. This was my self-evaluation. What am I doing with my downtime? And now I must tell you that what I thought would be my life forever, for all, for eternity, what I thought that my future was going to be for the foreseeable, just until, right? Indefinitely. I was wrong. I was wrong. Everything is temporary. Nothing is permanent. And if you think that things are good now, just wait. And if you think that things are bad now, just wait. So, I implore you, do what is difficult while it is easy. Make the difficult choices, the hard decisions, the tough things in your life that need to get done. Make those choices now when you have the time on your side. Because there will come a time when time is not as on your side as it is today. Even if you feel as though you have no time to give, even if you feel as though there isn't even a fleeting moment that you have to yourself, trust me, you may find it with closer observation. Charles Buxton said that you will never find time for anything. To have time, you must make it. Make time for your future today, and the future you will thank you tomorrow. Do what is difficult while it is easy, because later on, it may be more difficult than you could ever imagine. If you are not changing your life, my friend, then you are choosing the life you have today. Choose wisely. Thank you for listening to Jerome Shaw on TOP. That is the Open Palm Podcast here in Columbia, South Carolina. The Open Palm means harmony with the world, understanding our place in the world, using our skills accordingly, greeting the world with an open palm instead of a closed fist. And I do pray that you did receive a special message from this today, letting you know to use your time wisely and to do the things that you feel like you could always put off till later on. Do those difficult things while it is easy to do them. Strive not to wait until you get the chance. That chance may not be coming like you think it is. Share this episode with a like-minded individual who is learning and growing like you, becoming their greatest version. Pay it forward today, because I don't believe these messages are heard often enough. And I thank you for sharing it. People have asked how they can support the podcast. You can definitely support it by becoming a supporter, opening your browser to anchor.fm/jshaw, and hitting that little support button is much appreciated, my friend. You can also become a patron at patreon.com/Jerome Shaw. You will find exclusive content I do not post anywhere else. Get in touch with me. Find a way to DM me on any of my social media, and I would love to have a conversation with you, to just talk to you on a deeper level and share experiences with you one-on-one to see how I can help in any way in your life. Thank you as always for listening, my friend. Have a blessed day or night wherever you are, and take care. Hey there. Are you a podcaster yourself, listening to my podcast? Well, first off, I just want to thank you for taking the time to stop by and caring enough to hear the messages that I continue to put out here on a daily basis. But I also want to let you know, if you are a podcaster, that I have something for you. I have created a service for you that I haven't really publicized yet on my podcast before now, but it is something that is special to podcasters. You may have noticed on a lot of my recent episodes, there will be a voice memo in the beginning from someone thanking me for leaving them a thoughtful and thorough review, or just really rating and reviewing their podcast. So click the link in the show notes of the description for this episode for more details. Thank you for being you. Continue to be awesome, and have a wonderful day.